afternoon, everyone. You are here for first appearance. The purpose of this hearing is to inform you of the charges against you and determine whether there is probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause only means that it's more likely than not to be committed at the time in which you've been arrested. As you appear before me today, you're considered not guilty of what you've been charged with, and that status will remain with you through each stage of these proceedings up until changed by the state attorney's office if they prove the case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. In all likelihood, you're arrested on a warrant or a new charge. Either way, you will be given a bond pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit. I will determine whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any other conditions of release that will be imposed upon you. You're entitled to have a lawyer represent you at each stage of these proceedings. If you cannot afford to hire one, I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office for you this morning. You are entitled to make a phone call to let friends, family, or a lawyer know who you are. If you haven't had a phone call, let me know. I'll make sure you get one. And finally, you have the right to remain silent. I encourage you to do so. These hearings are recorded. There are assistant state attorneys in this courtroom writing down every word that you say. So please don't say anything about the facts of your case because that can be used against you later in the prosecution of your case. At this time, I'd like everyone to raise your right hand so I can place you under oath. Solemnly swear or affirm the testimony before the court will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. All right. Put your hands down. As I call your name, please come forward. Crystal Edwards.
She's at the courthouse, Your Honor.
Oh, is that the one on George's docket? Okay. So Edwards and what was the other one? Sturgill?
Sturgill.
Yeah.
All right. Edwards and Sturgill are being brought directly to, he doesn't have the paperwork. Your statistic graphic. Are being brought directly to George Angelite in his courtroom for first appearance. He will conduct first appearance and whatever staffing you need to do there. Jessica Lyons. Can I have your date of birth?
3/18/89.
All right. You are here today for a battery charge. Your bond amount is currently $2,000. There's probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint the Public Defender. State.
Yes, 2014 there was a domestic battery that was dropped. 2013 a violation of probation on a battery, and that battery was in 2013 we had a grand theft in a possession of a controlled substance. In 2011 there was a failure to appear, and that's all I show.
All right, I have an address here in Skyview Circle in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
I just moved back February.
Okay. Do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm working at a liquor store right now.
Okay. All right, I need to order that you have no contact with April Lucas. Don't have any contact with her whatsoever. Do not call, do not write, do not email, do not go within 500 feet of her residence, employment, school, or vehicle. If you have any contact with April while this case is pending, you'll be charged with another crime and held with that bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You're going to keep your bond at $2,000, and we're going to see you back to court on December 6th.
All right.
Lucinda Sims. Can I have your date of birth?
4/24/1972.
There it is, okay. You are here today for a DUI causing death and killing of a human being with a vehicle. Your bond amounts are currently a total of $30,000. There's probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. My Public Defender's Office. Do we have any other prior records?
2 prior felony convictions, but there's some misdemeanor traffic stuff, but nothing serious.
Okay. All right. I have an address for you. Where is your address? Is it Lake Lindsay Road? Or is that where? Okay, it's Buckskin Ave. Do you live on Buckskin Ave?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. How long have you lived there?
15 years.
All right. Are you retired? Or
No, I'm disabled.
disabled? Okay. All right. Do you want to be heard with regard to the bond?
Judge, I believe it's per schedule is $15,000 per count. We're fine with that. There's no need for an enhancement. I'm not asking for an enhancement over
All right. All right, we're going to keep the bond the same at this time. We have a court date for you on December 6th at 8:30 in the morning. I've appointed you a public defender. Someone will reach out to you soon. If there's any way for them to get that bond reduced, they'll bring you back in front of the judge assigned to your case to do that, okay?
Thank you.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge. That concludes my business.
Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge.
Christopher Brown. Can I have your date of birth?
August 10th, 1995.
All right. You are here today for a violation of probation out of Hillsborough County. It looks like they have a $5,000 bond on that, so we'll keep that $5,000. They'll get you to Hillsborough County within the next 5 days. When you get to Hillsborough, you can ask for a court date, ask for a lawyer, and ask to get that bond reduced if you need that, okay?
Okay.
All right, thanks. Madam Clerk, I need a GPS and no victim contact order. Todd Rogers.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can I have your date of birth?
2371.
All right, you are here today for 4 counts of possession of child pornography, 1 count of sexual battery, and 1 count of lewd and lascivious molestation. Looks like your bond amount is about $43,000 right now. I found probable cause for your arrest on all 6 of those charges. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'll appoint the public defender's office. Any prior record?
There's a bad checks in Georgia in 1995. In 2003, there is a withhold on uttering a forged or insufficient check. Sorry, in 2003 down in, I think, Sarasota. Yes, in 2003, there's also a theft, petty theft. That was a guilty. Another theft in 2004. A battery that was pled down to an assault in 2011. And in 2017, there was a grand theft that was again pled down to a petty theft. No record of FTA, but of course we're asking for the GPS. The victim is a minor who lived close by. We're asking for no contact, obviously, as well.
Okay, sir, I have an address to you on Ceylon Drive in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes, Your Honor.
How long have you lived there?
Over 15 years.
Do you have a job?
I'm disabled, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, I need to order that you have no contact with the victim in your case. His initials are SM, date of birth in the year 2006. You cannot go within 500 feet of her residence, employment, school, or vehicle. No social media or technological contact whatsoever. If you have any contact with her, you can be charged with a crime and held without bond. You are hereby placed on passive GPS monitor, which means it's at your own expense. If you are able to meet the bond conditions, you cannot leave Hernando County or the state of Florida without permission of the court, and it will be placed upon you before your release from jail if you are able to meet the bond conditions. The bond conditions are also going to remain the same, so it's going to remain at the $43,000. We'll see you back to court on December 6th at 8:30 in the morning. Someone from the public defender's office will be out to see you soon.
All right.
Robert Farland. Can I have your date of birth?
9/27/84.
All right, you are here today for a felony domestic battery by strangulation, a domestic battery, and a child abuse. There's probable cause for you on each of those. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, please.
Appoint the public defender's office. State.
There's a delinquency of 99 on a lewd and lascivious assault. Let's see, there's a contempt of court in San Luis County in 2003. 2017, there's a battery and a probation violation on that same battery in 2018. And this is not the first case I have looked at developing out of this particular residence involving this defendant in one way or another.
Okay. Sir, I have an address for you on Godfrey Ave in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Correct.
How long have you lived there?
Almost 2 years.
Do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of work do you do?
Construction.
Okay. I'm going to order that you have no contact with Elizabeth or the minor child whose initials are TN. To have any contact with either one of them whatsoever. Do not go within 500 feet of that residence, of their employment, school, vehicle, or anywhere else where they may be. No social media, technological contact with either of them. If we find out that you've had contact with either one of those victims, you can be charged with another crime and held without bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to set your bond at $10,000. Each count, a total of $30,000. Hold you until 4 o'clock today. See you back to court December 6th at 8:30. Joshua Hanson.
Second. My business, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Can I have your date of birth?
10/25/86.
All right, did you say 10/25?
Yes, ma'am.
10, all right, gotcha, all right. So you were here today for 2 different cases of burglary of conveyance. There's probable cause for your arrest on each of those. It looks like there was a count 2 on these, but it was crossed out. Is that crossed out in everybody else's too?
Yes, Judge.
All right, so we just have those 2 counts. There's probable cause. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes.
Okay. Appoint the public defender's office. All right, state.
It looks like he was just sentenced to a DOC sentence. Shows date of admission October 2nd, 2019. And that was on multiple charges. Let's see. There was a misdemeanor possession of marijuana that looks like it's still pending here in Hernando. There is several burglary of a conveyance. I believe those are what he was sentenced on. Altering, destroying, concealing, or rendering physical evidence unusable, petty theft, more petty theft, and those are all from, looks like in 2018. The sentence date on those was September 9th out of Citrus County. 2016, no valid driver's license. Was released from prison in 2016, November, after serving approximately 11 months on a probation violation, and there was a false ID given to a law enforcement officer. Again, destroying physical evidence, and that was from 2014. 2013, a violation of probation, and then it doesn't indicate anything other than in 2004 he was admitted into DOC on a robbery on not a deadly weapon.
Okay. Mr. Henson, you've already got a DOC sentence waiting for you. Have you been sentenced to DOC? Another case?
I'm already in prison already.
Okay. How long are you going to be serving there?
24 months.
All right. Gotcha. All right. So it doesn't matter what I give you for bond on these cases. You're not getting out no matter what, right?
No.
All right. And the misdemeanor case predates the date of offense of this case, so that doesn't even matter. So the bond will stay the same at $10,000. We'll see you back to court on December 2nd at 8:30 in the morning on both of these cases. That's in front of Judge Toner. Thank you. James Jacobs. Can I have your date of birth?
June 15, 79.
79?
Yep.
I'm sorry, yes.
All right, just for 79 on my first appearance front page, but then on the PC it says 73.
I see 73 as well.
Okay, so someone's going to fix that. You were here today for a felony domestic battery by strangulation. There's probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Any priors?
Yes, starting in Florida from December of last year, petty theft, and then in 2006, violation of probation, failure to appear. Looks like that was on possession of marijuana, possession of controlled substance, from 2003, 1997 petty theft, possession of marijuana, and 96 there was a battery with no disposition, and then from July, it looks like out of Iowa, there's a burglary of an unoccupied motor vehicle that resulted in a misdemeanor conviction. Out of North Dakota, from 1999, we have a preventing arrest, disorderly conduct, and from 2011, leaving the scene of an accident. From 2017, refusal to submit tests for DUI, leaving the scene of an accident. And that's all I show.
Sure, I have an address. I don't have an address for you. Do you have an address here in Hernando County somewhere? Where are you living?
Not right now. I just got back to the state.
Okay. From where?
Omaha, Nebraska.
Gotcha. All right. Do you have a job?
I work for People Ready.
Okay, is that like labor?
Yeah.
Labor ready? All right. I need to order that you have no contact with Veronica Banks or have any contact with her whatsoever. Do not call, do not write, do not email, do not go within 500 feet of her residence, employment, school, or vehicle. No social media or technological contact whatsoever. Do not have anyone else contact her on your behalf. If you do have any contact with Veronica at all, you could be charged with another crime and held without bond. Do you understand that?
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right, I need to hold you until 4 o'clock today pursuant to our Florida statute. And I'm going to set your bond at $5,000. I'm going to see you back to court on December 6th at 8:30. Troy Lovett. Can I have your date of birth?
8/24/72.
You have a violation of probation out of Sumter County. They want you held no bond until you get over there. They'll get you over there in the next few days. If for some reason they don't get you over there within the next 5, the folks there at the jail will bring you back in front of me and we'll figure out what the holdup is. When you get to Sumter County, you can ask for a court date, ask for a lawyer, and ask them to reduce the bond.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Wesley Reelitz? Can I have your date of birth?
January 3rd, 96.
You were here today for possession of methamphetamine, possession of marijuana, possession of drug paraphernalia. Your bond amounts a total of $7,000. I found probable cause for your arrest. You went to the public defender's office.
Yes, ma'am.
Went to the public defender's office. When was the last time you worked?
About 3 days ago.
What did you do for work?
Just laboring, landscape work, under the table.
Okay, how much money do you make in a month?
I'm making about roughly $1,300 to $1,500.
So why haven't you paid your child support?
To be honest, I've been back with.
Well, you weren't being honest before?
Well, no, I was being honest
Okay,
before,
all right.
but
So why haven't you paid your child support?
I got back with the mother in Arizona, and I totally didn't even know that this was occurring because whenever I lived in Florida last time, I went down and I filed to pay child support on my own kids, just basically so it looked better on me in a way. And I filed, and then I never heard anything back about it, and I moved out of state. I went back to Arizona, and I got back with the mother of my kids, and then they went to receive paperwork to my father, and then whenever he received the paperwork about the child support, whenever he accepted the paperwork, it basically opened up the file.
Okay,
Something like that.
What's his prior record?
Your Honor, out of Florida, he has a 2017 failure to appear, which doesn't indicate for what. Then we have out of Arizona, 2013, paraphernalia and marijuana. Then June of 2019, it shows a possession of a dangerous drug and another possession of narcotic drug. Neither one of those have a disposition listed. And then out of Louisiana from 2015, marijuana and paraphernalia.
All right, I have an address here on Moon Road in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
13171 Moon Road?
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
Just been back there for about 2 weeks now.
Can you come up with any money in order to pay the cash purge of $677 for your child support?
Personally, like I can, but I mean that'd be like me being on the outside, being able to work and stuff. Because paying it really wouldn't be a big deal. I would actually really like to pay so I can get this taken care of. But me just being back here recently, like I have no phone numbers right here that I can remember off the top of my head. No numbers, like so. I mean that'd be the only way that it would be hard for me to be able to pay for it. If I was on the outside, it wouldn't be a problem. Because, like, I have, people who I've talked to and be to work and come up with the money, but as of right now, I have, like, no way of getting a hold of anybody and able to do that.
All right, I'm going to set your bonds on the possession of methamphetamine at, that's going to stay at $5,000, count 2 is at $5,000, count 3 is at $5,000. The cash purge will remain the same, or you'll do the 10 days in jail for failure to pay your child support. And I have a court date on the criminal case, December 6th at 8:30.
Thank you.